Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's off. Okay. Right at 7. Yeah, he's got me off, I think. Test 1, 2. Do you have me off or testing 1, 2? Can they hear me? Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check, check. TV, Arena League football on Me TV. It's the Iowa Woo and the Ozarks Lunkers. We're at Wilson Logistics Arena, the Ozarks Empire Fairgrounds. Tom Ladd with you. The inaugural event here tonight. So much going on here. They're announcing the roster for the Lunkers right now. Getting set for the start of this one here. Test, 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 test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cam Bruffett, head coach of the Ozarks Lunkers.
go home. It's 9-2 beat. We've got a little bit of time to spend. We have such an overwhelming amount of people trying to get in right now. We're going to give them that opportunity. So, let's give it up for the Lady Lewis one more time. Look at them. Yeah, now come on. They can't hear you. Run down here. Maybe hear some more. For the Lady Lewis.
And welcome to the inaugural broadcast.
All right. So with this start time, go check out the booth. Go get some merch. Go get yourself a little better. The reason we're going to wait just a minute. We only want to have time. We have so many people trying to get in right now. We want to get equal opportunity to get to that football action. But what is it so far? What is it so far? I mean, Ozarks Lunkers first ever football team.
Plus, we'll try to introduce you to this brand new league.
We got of course. We got your very own Lunkers over there. We got Jimmy Strong, coach of the Living Wild, with the shade down.
Got a lot
But make sure we have plenty of merchandise up front. We have money walking around. There's a lot of food and everything here in the corner. And make sure if you want to register to win that top two over there, it's worth $17,000. Anybody want a free $17,000 top two vote? Find the people in the church. Where are you? There's a bunch around. Anybody in the green shirt, raise your hand way around. So we can qualify to go there. Free participation. All right. One more time. Let's go to the Lady Lewis.
Here at the arena, they're giving away a boat. They got the dance team, the Lady Lewis performing. We've got Emmett Smith coming up. He'll have the coin toss here momentarily on the field. Let's talk about itself before we get into some of the events that are going on tonight and the game itself. First off, you'll notice the field. Regular football field. The field is 50 yards long by 85 foot wide. So the field is the 35-yard line. So you'll notice it's quite a bit different than a regular field. The game itself is going to be a little bit different as well. There's going to be 4 15-minute quarters in this contest. They will have a running clock. Keep track of that. During penalty or to reset the ball if needed. There will be a 20-second play clock. The team has the ball. There'll be a 20-second play clock to get the play off. So this is going to be a very fast-paced game. 6 on 6. Remember, usually they're 11 on 11. Even the Arena League 8 on 8 is quite a bit different than this 6 on 6 brand of football. Quarterback cannot run initially. Now, he can become a receiver after he gets rid of the football. So that's an interesting change to this game as well. You'll notice around the sides of the arena, there are hockey walls, just the same as hockey walls with pads. Those are actually inbounds. So we're going to see a lot of players crashing into the hockey walls here. There'll be no kicking in this game. So we'll start the game off with a throw-off, which is going to be different. We'll explain that when we get to it. Crowd is fantastic here tonight as you watch it from Wilson Logistics Arena. Let me tell you about this facility. It was just built in the last couple of months. Again, the facility is large. It's located at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds in North Springfield. This has a initial seating capacity of 6,300, but for the Arena League, they've broken it down to about 4,200. So the end zones, they've taken the seating out so the media could sit up here. So a little bit less seating in the Wilson Logistics Arena than normal. The upper level does 2,800, and we have a great crowd. They're still coming in here tonight. Some other things to keep track of this arena. It's a 100,000 square foot facility. Now, when there's not football here, they'll have trade shows, concerts, some other sporting events, horse shows. They have a bar and grill here, restaurant for 130 people. They have 3 remote concession stands. They also have a VIP club in the upper level here, and that's private for about 300 people. Every they set up for the football field, they have their own private suites going along just outside the hockey wall, and those are all sold tonight as well. So those people get some special treatment from the Lunkers brass. And again, the Lunkers, one of the 4 teams in the Arena League this year. The others, of course, the Iowa Woo, and at halftime we're going to visit with their owner, one of their owners, Jeff Holmes. He is here with the co-owner, Julia Stone. They're out of the Waterloo, Iowa area. The head coach for the Iowa Woo is Mook Zimmerman. General manager Bailey McRae. And again, they are here for the initial game in the Arena League. They did play an exhibition game last week against a team that's not in the league, so they had a practice game at home, and we'll talk with their owner, Jeff Holmes, about that. The Lunkers themselves, of course, owned by Mark Burgess, Ozark Charter Services in the Springfield area. The general manager is Caleb Scott. The head coach is Cam Bruffett. And again, the stadium here, Wilson Logistics Arena. Interesting, the stadium for the Iowa Woo, the Hippodrome, is kind of an old stadium in the fairgrounds area as well, and we'll talk with the owner about that. Other 2 teams in this league, the Kansas City Goats and the Duluth Harbor Monsters. And Lunkers will have a chance to play those teams here during the season as well. I'm told there's a little bit of a delay before the start of the game, so players are getting loose, trying to stay loose on the field as the fans continue to make their way into the arena. We had talked about the other 2 teams, the Kansas City Goats. Their owner is, and they've got a series of owners, Christian Okoye, former NFL great, George Gates from the Gates Barbecue fame in the Kansas City area, and then a radio announcer, Stephen St. John, one of the owners of the Kansas City Goats. Their head coach is Dorsey Golston III, and their GM is Brandon Henderson. They play at the Municipal Arena. And then one other team in the league is the Duluth Harbor Monsters, and their head coach, Tony O'Neill. Their owner is Brett LeBry, and they play in the Deck Arena in Minnesota. Owner, again, Brett LeBry. The GM is Stephen Walters. So those are the 4 teams. Right now, the general manager of the Lunkers is talking to the crowd here. That's Caleb Scott talking about what's going to transpire here tonight. The officials for this one tonight, and it's going to be a little different officiated as well. There'll be 2 actual officials on the field. The white hat will be Byron Pearson, with the back judge, Gary McElray. And then just next to me here in the broadcast booth, we'll have 3 sky judges, Jason Jackson, Mark Cunningham, and Luke Shawham. So those are the officials. As you see on the field, Caleb Scott addressing the nice crowd here for this opener. And I think we're getting set for Arena League football here on MeTV.
There's a lot going on in this game, as we mentioned, with the fans coming in. We've got some special giveaways. There's right below us, and the video screen here at Wilson Logistics Arena is a pontoon boat that they're going to be giving away during the game tonight. So they'll have that. And the special guest tonight is all-time great NFL running back Emmitt Smith.
And he will be on the field here shortly for the opening coin toss. The NFL Hall of Famer. How about Emmitt Smith being here in Springfield? Talk about some of his numbers. This is the all-time leading rusher in NFL history. Emmitt with 18,355 rushing yards and a all-time great 164 TDs. In one season, listen to what Emmitt Smith did. He was a Super Bowl champ, NFL MVP. He won the rushing crown and a Super Bowl MVP. That was in 1993. He is a three-time rushing leader and three-time Super Bowl champ. Those occurred in the same years, 92, 93, and 95. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2010. They may be announcing him right now as we get set for the start of this one here tonight as well. Right at midfield, talking about the contest tonight, and we're going to have our national anthem, the color this way out to midfield, the players standing on the field as we'll get set for the start of this one. And then the coin toss, we'll let you witness that here on TV as well.
You can really switch this.
We now direct your attention to the east entrance and remain standing as the Greene County Sheriff's Office color guard will now present
So again, the
colors.
color guard coming out for the start of this one. We'll have our national anthem and then the color guard, or the coin toss with Emmett Smith coming up as well. Color guard making their way out to the middle of the field. The Woo now line up for the national anthem.
Please remain standing as we honor America with our national anthem as the Ozarks Lunkers bring to the arena Elizabeth Evers from Kabul, Missouri. Elizabeth is a musical theater graduate from College of the Ozarks. She has performed at Sight and Sound Theater and many events around Missouri with her classically trained operatic voice. Miss Evers, the stadium is yours.
Our national anthem prior to the start of this one here at Wilson Logistics Arena. Great job as now the color guard will make their way off the field.
and we'll get set for the coin toss. Emmitt Smith just below us as he walks into the arena right now, NFL's all-time rushing leader, 18,355 yards. Played for the Cowboys, also the Arizona Cardinals, 15 years in the NFL. As soon as the color guard makes their way off, Emmitt will head on out to midfield. And we're just about set to get started in this one tonight. Little different football, as we'll explain during the course of the broadcast here tonight. The owner of the Lunkers is talking it over. It's Mark Burgess with Emmitt Smith before they head into and on the field, and here they go now. Should get a great round of applause.
As the Lady Lords escort to the center of the field,
here comes Emmitt making his way onto the Lunkers field here in Springfield.
1993 NFL MVP.
The new players clapping.
8-time Pro Bowl and 2010 Pro Football Hall of Fame nominee, Emmitt Smith. But it's been a minute. Let's get it on.
So Emmitt addressing the crowd, getting a photo op with the white hat, who is Byron Pearson, out at center field. Captains will make their way onto the field as well for both teams, the Lunkers and the Woo, and here they come now, and we'll have the ceremonial coin toss. The coach is out there for the two teams. For the Woo, it is Mook Zimmerman, and of course for the Lunkers, Cam Bruffett. We'll be able to see this live at midfield right now. Good crowd, as we had mentioned here. The seating here for football be about 4,300 once they took out a few seats for the media up on one corner. Toss was concluded. They talked it over with both captains. So we'll see what they say. The Woo will receive to start this one. So it'll be a throw-off to start the game, which is something unique in the Arena League. A throw-off, beginning of each half, and after every score, team will throw from the goal line. The defensive team will be at the midfield, and the offensive team will be at the 15-yard line. And it'll be a return, no kicking, so it's a throw-off to start the game. The Lunkers will throw it to the Woo, and we're getting set for some Arena League football as Emmitt Smith makes his way off the field and into the crowd. He and a bodyguard and some officials, security walking with Emmitt. The officials at midfield again, that's Byron Pearson. Gary McElray is the back judge. And then beside me, we have three sky judges, Jason Jackson, Mark Campbell, and Luke Shawham. Those are the sky judges, and they'll do their officiating from next to me up here in the broadcast booth. That's unique. So here's the opening throw-off. One man back at the goal line for the Woo. That's number 5, Marcus Pierce, 5'8", 195-pounder from the University of Tennessee. And set to throw it away for the Lunkers at their own end zone. Here we go. Down the field it goes. Ball bounces. Caught again by Pierce. He's across the 20, the 25 midfield, and tripped up from behind by the Lunkers' Kendrick Payne, who threw the ball. So just like that, great return by the Woo, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Great return, and they say it at the 10-yard line. Ozark 10. See who they throw out there as the starting quarterback. So this is JoJo Alabrice, the quarterback for the Woo. They will spread it out. 2 wide receivers on the right side. And right away, a penalty. They move it back to the 20-yard line. So Alabrice takes the snap, the handoff going right side. That is J.J. Jones. And Jones is stopped after a short gain on the play. It'll be a 3-yard gain for Jones. Going to the right. Alabrice again, same formation. They spread it out. Motion man coming forward, dropping back. Alabrice throws, and the ball nearly picked off by the Lunkers. Looked like he had it momentarily and dropped the ball. For Ozark, that was Jylan Jones, played at Pitt State, almost got the pick for the Lunkers. 3rd and 7 now for the Woo. Alabrice, shotgun, snap back, he gets the ball on the pitch. Great tackle back at the 20-yard line by the Lunkers, wrestling him down on the play for Ozarks. That is Jackson Mitchell, played at Rolla High School, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Loss on the play. So Alabrice loses ground on that all the way back to the 18-yard line. Snap back, Alabrice dropping, rolls to his right, throws it downfield, and the ball is caught inside the 5, down at the 2. So reception there on the rollout, and that'll be a 1st down. 1st and 10 here. Alabrice takes a snap, gives it on a sweep to the left, and stopped on the play by Tricer. Ticer with the tackle there. And that'll be a loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and goal now at the 6-yard line. Alabrice, snap back, passes right side. Ball is caught again at the original line of scrimmage over there. That's Miles Gilborn with the catch. Gain of 3. 3rd and goal now for the Woo. Alabrice gets the play. Coaches can be on the field. They've got to be 15 yards back, but they can be on the field for both teams. There's no huddle. 20-second play clock. Alabrice is going to take it in. And they score. They score on the 3-yard scamper up the middle. So this will be A 1-point conversion here. So this will be for 1 point. 6-0 our score. Woo lead it. They go from the 5, which is a 1-point conversion. Dropping back, throwing in the end zone, and incomplete pass on the extra point. So the Woo do score on their first drive. It was a 3-yard scamper into the end zone. The drive actually started at the 10-yard line. So it was a 10-yard drive and a 3-yard run by Alabrice. The conversion no good, makes it 6-0 Iowa here in the opening quarter. Got 11:13 to play, and now the Lunkers will get the ball. And this will be a throw off here. See who will receive this. Edward Sands is, well, let's see who is back for the Lunkers on the goal line. That is Ronnie Burlesmeer from Kansas City. Throwing it for the Woo is Miles Gilborn. Into the end zone. Here comes Burlesmeer right in the middle of the field. Cuts outside, still on his feet, and down near midfield. So Burlesmeer with the good return for the Lunkers. Their first drive. And they mark it right at midfield. 1st and 10, and we'll get to see the Lunkers offense here, led by quarterback Marquis Smalls. He'll have Tobias Little behind him in the backfield. Little will get the carry up the middle. Jukes goes outside, and he is hit into the hockey wall over there, but a good gain for Little. Gain of 6 on the play for Tobias Little, former Louisville, former Missouri State running back. Motion man. Pass is caught. This is Little again, still on his feet, and he is knocked out at the 5-yard line. But a gain of 12 on that pass for the first down. And the Lunkers on the verge of scoring, and we've got an injury in the backfield. Laying down for the Lunkers at about the 20-yard line. They're going to call a trainer out. So I'm not sure who that is laying down here. Can't tell if that is Little or not. But the trainer is out, working on him. They will continue to work.
Be it rain or gusting wind or whatever Mother Nature throws you. When there's fish to be caught, nothing will stand in the way. Bass Pro Shops Guideware features Gore-Tex technology with the protection you need from the elements, so you can stay on the water and catch the big ones. The all-weather, all-performance Bass Pro Shops Guideware, because there are no rain checks out here.
So Lunkers have it 1st and goal at the Woo 5-yard line. Smalls with it. He's got Rush in the backfield. They pitch back to him. He's the money quarterback. He's going to run around, comes back the other way, and he is knocked out at about the 1-yard line. So Matt Rush takes the snap, and he is knocked out at the 1, and it is going to be a gain of about 3 for Matt Rush there for the Lunkers. It'll be 2nd and goal. Football right at about the 1 yard line. Smalls. Pitch back. Here comes an easy score for the Lunkers. Burlesmeer gets in for the touchdown. So the Lunkers score that drive 25 yards, a 1 yard run by Burlesmeer. And the Lunkers going to go for 1 here and take the lead. Quarterback Smalls snaps, pitches it back. This is Rush. Looks in the end zone and fires it in for the 1-point conversion. And the Lunkers take a 1-point lead here, 7-6 in the opening quarter. It comes with 8:48 to play in the first quarter. So the touchdown by Ronnie Burlesmeer, 6 foot, 210-pounder from Kansas City, Missouri. He attended Park Hill South. And just like that, it's a 1-point lead for the Lunkers over the Woo with 8:48 to play in the opening quarter. Now the throw off here again. So the throw off back for the Lunkers. This is Sands. Sands going to throw to Marcus Pierce again. Lifts it down the field, caught at the 5. Pierce trying to get outside, cuts in, he's dropped at the 20-yard line. So the second possession for the Woo, this time at the Iowa 20, and he'll take over there. We'll get to see that offense again. Paced by JoJo Alobryce. Came in as a backup last week in their exhibition game. Motion downfield. Here's a deep throw, and it's intercepted by the Lunkers. Here they come back on the near sideline and across midfield. The Lunkers with an interception. First turnover of the game. Sherrill with the pick there for the Lunkers. Anthony Sherrill played at Mizzou. And the Lunkers get it back. What are they going to say here? They'll have a substitution here coming off the bench. Lunkers get it at the 22-yard line. The Iowa 22. Motion man downfield. This is Rush. Smalls fires a pass on the flat, and it is caught. Caught there by Kendrick Payne. That'll be enough for a first down. First and 10 for the Lunkers. Smalls gets his team set. Play clock down to 8. Snap back. Smalls rolls right. Passes middle of the field. Again, it is caught by Payne. Payne catches one for 8 yards there. And about a half yard shy of the first down. They can get a first down and not score. Rush is in the game along with Burlesmeer in the backfield. They give it to Burlesmeer. Going left, and he'll get into the end zone. 2-yard run for Burlesmeer. His second TD of the game. So this time a 22-yard drive and a 2-yard run by Burlesmeer. They're going to go for 2 this time, are the Lunkers. Smalls spreads them out offensively, motion man. Smalls rose to his right, now the left. Passes back into the end zone. Ball is tipped and incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. But It does make the score Lunkers 13 and Iowa 6 here in the first quarter. And Ozarks will throw it away here. Burlesmeer with a couple of touchdowns for the Lunkers. We have 6:05 to play in the opening quarter. Another throw downfield. Ball's going to be caught at the 4-yard line this time. Down the field comes Pierce. Pierce still on his feet across midfield to the 23-yard line, and we've got a flag. Flag on the field against the Woo. Rock in the back is a call by the official. So we'll see what they do here. They're going to set it up at the Iowa 10-yard line. Some different rules. We'll try to explain them as we go along. Defensive strategy. You're looking, do you play man-to-man or zone coverage? 6-on-6. Here's the quarterback, Bryce. Motion man going forward. Here's a quick pass, right side. It is caught over there. Ball is caught by Couch, and that'll be a 5-yard gain. Second and 5 now for the Woo. Bryce, the quarterback. Motion man again. On the right, they're going to pitch it right back to the quarterback, and Bryce not going to go far. He is met at the line of scrimmage and maybe falls forward for 2. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 3 here for the Woo. They're in their gray uniforms with turquoise numbers. Motion on the right side. That's Couch. They give it back to Bryce. He passes right side. First down. Leg tackle made over there for the Lunkers. It'll be enough for a first down.
Next possession, media timeout.
So first down there. All the way to the 24-yard line. First and 10. Bryce sets his team, spreads them out a little bit. Here's a snap back, pitch back, ball loose, fumble, but diving on top of it was Marcus Pierce. So a loss on the play for Pierce. He loses 3 on the play. So fumble. And it'll be 2nd and 13. Here's a pass quick on the left flat. Still on his feet near midfield before tackled that time. Tough to bring down for the Woo, but a reception nonetheless. Gain of 6 there, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 7 now. Bryce. Motion man, far side. Pass downfield into the end zone, wide open, but well overthrown. Incomplete. And that'll be a souvenir for somebody. Brings up 4th down. See what they want to do. 4th downs are interesting. 4th downs, you go for it or surrender. If a team surrenders, then the opposing team will take over at their own 15-yard line. And they're going to surrender here, I guess. Ball at midfield, they're going to surrender. Wow. They're going to surrender. So on 4th down, now the Lunkers get it at their own 15. And we will have a timeout here. We're going to take a break. Again, this is the Arena League on Me TV.
The Warriors' journey
Not too loud for you, are you?
is dedicated to helping heal the invisible wounds of our active and veteran warriors, as well as their
You guys
families.
are great.
As Springfield-based nonprofit organization with a global reach, all our services are free of charge. And designed to specifically help American warriors and their families overcome invisible wounds, like post-traumatic stress, suicide, ideation, moral injury, family brokenness, and many other issues that can isolate a veteran and or their family.
There are many great veterans organizations that help our wounded warriors. It's invisible wounds that go unrecognized, leading to addiction, brokenness, and often suicide. The Warriors Journey is a nationally recognized veterans nonprofit headquartered here in Springfield, Missouri. Our program
Along with 2 of their Greek children, Kara and Jake, we've got U.S. Army Master Sergeant Jake Miller retired from the U.S. Army after 22 years of service to this country. During his tenure, Sergeant Miller started Special Forces Operations.
Back at Wilson Logistics Arena, 13-6, Lunkers on top of the Woo. Lunkers get the ball back, their 3rd possession. Smalls sets his team, motion man, going right. Smalls rolls back. He's going to throw it deep downfield. He's got a man open, underthrown. Pass intended for Chris Scruggs, who had a couple of steps on the D-back. Incomplete there. Will bring up a 2nd and 10 now for the Lunkers. What happened on that previous possession, the Woo decided to surrender at midfield. What that means is the offensive team gets the ball in their own 15. That's why the Lunkers have it here at their 15-yard line. Motion man left side. And they tried to, timeout's going to be called for the Lunkers. So we're going to keep it right here as coach calls timeout. And they'll talk it over. They get 3 timeouts per half, each team. Lunkers trying to induce the Woo over the line of scrimmage. Wasn't able to happen there, so they called time. Lunkers right now, 3 ball carriers so far. Burlesmeer with 2 touchdowns. He's carried it twice for 3 yards, but 2 touchdowns. And the quarterback, Marquis Smalls, who played at Independence Community College and Rice, is 3 of 4 for 31 yards so far in the game. Tobias Little hurt early in this game. He was anticipated to be the star running back. They have Matt Rush in the backfield. He's going to throw. Now he takes off and runs. Coming down the sideline, still on his feet. He's going to go all the way. Matt Rush scoring. Gets the long touchdown run there. Right down the sidelines. And again, the Lunkers on the board with that. A 40-yard ramble that time by Rush. So they're going to go for 1 here are the Lunkers after that 45-yard scamper. Smalls, motion man, going right. Smalls throws it into the end zone, intended for his center, L. Tyser. and it was incomplete. So no good on that. But the Lunkers back on the board now. They lead it 19-6 here in the opening quarter. Matt Rush with an electric 45-yard run for the Lunkers and the TD. And the Lunkers on top here, 19-6 over the Woo. The Woo will get it back. Lunkers will have a throw off here at the goal line. Edward Sands will throw it. And for the Woo on the goal line on the opposite side, Marcus Pierce. Pierce has been a return man throughout the game for the Woo. Throws it downfield. Caught at the 7-yard line. Here comes Pierce looking for a hole. And he's going to be tackled at around the 20-yard line. They'll mark it inside the 20 at the 19. And that's where the Woo take over. They come out with JoJo Alabrice. Wide right is Jamal Couch. 6-on-6 football, folks. They spread it out. Defense is spread too. Here's a quick pitch. Left side and buried for a loss there. Celebrating is Brock Carter. Comes in to make the hit. And the stop on the play. Loss of 2. Brings up a 2nd and 12 now for the Woo. Alabrice, motion man Couch, right side. Rolls downfield, throws it low, intended for Couch and incomplete. Right now, the Woo, 6 of 9. We're going to take a break here. Again, we have a score of the Lunkers 19, the Woo 6. This is the Arena League on Me TV.
Guests of the Lunkers provided the color guard on pregame and work tirelessly to protect us every day. And Pueblo, you got some money to give away. I got a lot of money to give away. First up, let's hear the Ozarks Lunkers. I should make some noise. All right, what we're doing here is the Providence Ice game. We want to do a big shout out for sponsors helping us out here. Who do I have here? David from Springfield. What you're going to do is you're going to get 2 passes, 30 seconds with a shovel. Then we bring down that shovel. See that shovel? You're going to scoop that money up, and you're going to see how much you can make over there. Now that's just the joke. We got a real shovel for you. David, are you ready? Are you ready for David to win some money? All right, David. You got 30 seconds. All right, here we go. Shovel. Make your first pass, man. Shovel, David. Ready, set, go! And you do it again. Oh! Shovel, shovel, shovel. Thanks, how much can you make? You think you can oh, he's got it! He's got one more. All right, shovel, shovel, shovel. Everything he gets is to take home. All right, and we're going to find out how much money you made to take all of that home. Once again, thank you very much to Bob and I for sponsoring going down with this. We can't do it now. Everybody, make it go for your own Ozarks Lunkers!
Back at Wilson Logistics Arena. We played 1 quarter here, and the Lunkers on top of the visiting Woo. 19-6 our score. 19-6, a couple of touchdowns by Burlesmeer, one by Matt Rush. The Woo with the football. Have a 2nd and 13 here. Alabrice set in the backfield. Play clock down to 13. Snap back. Alabrice rolls to his right. Passes, ball tipped up, nearly intercepted. Almost picked off again by the Lunkers. All kinds of traffic that time he tried to squeeze it into. And now it'll bring up a 3rd and 13. And this quarterback, Alibrai, 6 for 10 rather, for 44 yards unofficially. There they go, spread it out again. Couch, wide right. Motion man coming forward. Here's a snap. Flag. I think he left a little early. And into the wall. That was the quarterback, I believe. Yep, Alibrais put a flag on the play against the Woo. Will negate that nice run by the quarterback. So they'll move him back 5 more yards and replay the down. It'll be 3rd and 18 now for the Woo. We're in the second quarter of this one. Again, a running clock. 19-6 our score. They play 4 15-minute quarters. Jojo Alibrais played at Howard University. 5'11", 196-pound quarterback. Takes a snap, looking downfield, throws it deep, man open, and the ball is caught in the end zone. Caught on the play by Justin Brown. 5 yards ahead of everybody on the play. So that was a 39-yard touchdown strike. And the Woo going to go for 2 here. Touchdown for the Woo. They're going to go for 2 here. Ball at the 10-yard line. That determines a 1 or 2-point conversion. Motion man, snap back. Quarterback can run. Looking, passes in the end zone, and it's caught by Couch for the 2-point conversion. So the 2-point conversion is good. And it's now a 19-12 Lunkers lead here in the second quarter. The 39-yard pass from Alibrais, and he got it to Justin Brown. And that's a second score now for the Woo in the contest. 40-yard drive. And it'll give the ball to the Lunkers on the throw-off. Lunkers will have, dropping back deep, Ronnie Burlesmeer, return man. Burlesmeer is right at the goal line. Set to throw it off for the Woo. They'll have a running start here. Downfield. A wobbler picked up at the goal line by Burlesmeer. Cuts in, now outside. Down the floor, down the field he goes, and he scores. 50-yard return for Burlesmeer. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Burlesmeer. And see what the Lunkers do here. See the replay. The cut was the key for Burlesmeer.
Let's go Lunkers! Let's go Lunkers!
And they're going to go for 1 here. They have their quarterback, Marquise Smalls, in. Pitches back. This is Rush, scrambling back. Still on his feet. Now he throws into the end zone, incomplete. So the Extra point, no good. 25-14 our score. Lunkers on top here in the second quarter. We told you there was going to be a lot of scoring in this league, and we've certainly seen that. A 50-yard return by Ronnie Burlesmeer for his third TD of the game. Now the Woo will get it back. Pierce will drop back deep and be the return man. We're in the second quarter of this one, 13:08 to play until halftime. Again, we hope to talk with Caleb Scott, the general manager of the Lunkers and the owner of the Iowa Woo. Jeff Holmes will join us here at half as well. Lunkers will have Jylan Jones throwing it downfield. Bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So bounces around, and they get it at the 5-yard line to the Woo. So the Woo get it at their own 5 here, 1st and 10. They trail 25-14. Fans enjoying themselves here. Teams get set for the, oh, we have a flag on the play, do we? Or setting it up. Oh, they get it at midfield for...
He said it hit the wall.
Oh.
And that's so it's like a kickoff.
So they get it at midfield once it hits the wall. That's the ruling there. That's why they get it at midfield. So the Woo get it at midfield. And the give is on the right side. That is Pierce with his second carry of the game. Gains 7 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 3 now for the Woo. Here's another give on the left side, diving forward, but maybe back to the line of scrimmage on the play. Again, that's Pierce. His 3rd carry of the game. No gain, 3rd and still 3, we'll call it, for the Woo. Under 12 minutes to play in the first half. JoJo Alabrice, the quarterback for the Woo. Motion man coming forward. Now we're going to have a play clock violation, delay. So the clock expires, and that'll move them back 5 yards. They've got a play clock on both ends of the football field. So it's now a 3rd and 8 for the Woo. Lunkers trying to hold them back, but the Woo had some big plays in this first half. Alabrice motion on the left side. Oh, nice hit and a pass behind the intended receiver. Incomplete pass. And that'll bring up 4th down. See what the Woo do here. See if they surrender here or if they go for it on 4th down. They're going to go for it. 4th and 8. Motion on the left side. Quarterback can run. He has the ball, throws it downfield. Almost intercepted again by the Lunkers. Pass intended for Justin Brown, overthrown and incomplete.
First down, Lunkers.
Lunkers will get it 1st and 10. And they'll get it at their own 23-yard line. So they come out offensively here. Marquis Smalls, behind him is Matt Rush. Motion to the right is Rush. Smalls dropping back, lots of room. Pass caught. That is Burlesmeer. Short reception there. Gain of 7. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 3 now for the Lunkers. 2nd and 4 actually is what they say. Smalls again, looking downfield. Spins, goes back the other way. He fires in midfield and it's caught at the goal line. Edward Sands with the catch for the Lunkers from 20 yards out. A 20-yard touchdown pass. And see what the Lunkers do here on the extra point. And they're going to go for 1 here. Smalls rolling to his left, now his right, throws it in the end zone. It's caught, but not going to get in on the play. So the PAT no good, but the Lunkers score again. 31-14 our score. Ozark on top here in the first half. We're going to take a break here with the Lunkers on top 31-14. This is the Arena League on Me TV.
Beauty and functionality to your home with Pella Windows and Doors. With Pella, you get so much more than stunning windows, patio doors, and entry doors. That exceed your expectations. Whether you are building your dream home, remodeling, or just needing to replace your current windows or doors, we have the right product for any home and every budget. Come visit our showroom or schedule your in-home appointment today. 448 West Battlefield or visit PellaSpringfield.com.
Hey, what does it say? Number 48, Springfield, and Burlesmeer is in the leader spot. Third custom, t-shirts, to grow promotional products. A great corner of our artists who made a great t-shirt design. You'll love to wear. Green line, go straight, go hit the artist. We're going to make 3 quarters of the we make 3 presentations. You got the ladies who like the cross t-shirts. Make some noise! The ladies always want to bring the heart of those extras, and they want to go with those t-shirts.
Well, the Ozarks Lunkers will throw it off again after their score. They lead at 31-14 over the Woo. Jylan Jones from Pitt State will throw it downfield for the Lunkers. This is replacing the kickoff. He throws it low. It's going to bounce. Picked up inside the 5 by the Woo on his feet and tackled into the wall on the left side of the field, so the Woo will have pretty good field position on the Ozarks side of the field. Going to mark it at the 16-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10 there. So Jojo Alabrice running the offense here. Spreads out his receivers. Rolls to his right, fires one on the flat over there, and into the wall. Ball is caught across the 15. That is big Chris Herring with the reception there, gain of 5. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 now for the Woo. Motion man, right side, ball dropped, nearly recovered by the Lunkers. Jackson Mitchell got in there quickly. The ball is dropped by the quarterback, Alabrice, who loses a couple of yards there, loses 5. 31-14, approaching 8 minutes to play. Alabrice sets his team. He'll roll to his left here. Cuts in, still on his feet, to the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. He will gain right at about 9 yards on that carry. So 9 yards there. And it'll bring up a 4th and 1 for the Woo. Again, the coaches are on the field, so the offensive coordinator for the Woo, about 15 yards back behind the play. There is a 20-second play clock, which is down to 5. They just do get it off. Quarterback can run. He will, up the middle, on his feet, and down at about the 4. Good stop there defensively by the Lunkers, Edward Sands. Alabrice. Picking up another yard on the ground unofficially. Actually got the first down is what they did. And it's 1st and goal at the 4 for the Woo. Motion. They're going to go quick on the left side, trying to get to the other side of the field, but tripped up from behind. Nice defense by Anthony Sherrills there. Tripped up the running back, trying to go from the left to the right, and we're going to have a timeout called. We've got a field issue. One of the down markers, or actually the line, trying to fix the field over there. Second and goal at the 4. Alabrice. Motion on the left side. They're going to throw it in the end zone, and it is caught from the 4-yard line. That is Goldborn, the 6'5" wide receiver, with the reception there. 4 yards out. Little trickery there, the double pass for the score that time. And Iowa gets on the board here again. Four-yard pass to Goldborn. And it looks like they're going to go for 1. Now timeout's going to be called, and the Woo may go for 2 here. They trail 31-14. We have 5:28 to play in this first half. So now they'll go for 2. Motion. Coming forward. Rolling to his right, throwing the other way, and it is incomplete. Ball goes out of play, incomplete, no good. It is now 31-20. The score, the Lunkers on top here in the second quarter. We have 5:17 to play in the first half. What a game. Somebody's drinks got spilled over there on that incompletion out of the end zone. Got to fix the fence as well. And the Lunkers will get it back now. Burlesmeer back. Burlesmeer, quite a story. From North Kansas City, Park Hills South High School. He has scored 3 touchdowns already. At halftime, we're going to visit with Caleb Scott, GM of the Lunkers and the owner of the Iowa Woo, Jeff Holmes. Throw downfield. Burlesmeer comes over to catch it at the goal line. He spots a hole. There he goes again. Burlesmeer, 50-yard return. He's done it again. His 4th TD of the game. 50-yard return. Burlesmeer now 37-20, and see what the Lunkers do here. Special teams coach for the Woo not going to be very happy at halftime. They've given up a couple of returns for TDs. And it looks like the Lunkers going to go for 2. Small passes back to Rush. Rush has all the time in the world. Looks, got a man coming at him. He's going to try and deke him out of midfield. Still on his feet, rolling to his right. He's going to take off, gets in front of the receiver or the defensive lineman and throws it a little too hard off the fingertips of his receiver. Incomplete. It is no good, but the Lunkers now lead at 37-20 here in the second quarter. How about Burlesmeer? Scores from 1 yard out, scores from 2 yards out, and has 2 returns in a game of 50 yards. Ronnie Burlesmeer. And the Woo will get it back here with 4:41 to play in the first half. Talk about entertaining football. Big crowd here at the Wilson Logistics Arena enjoying themselves. Been quite a show put on by officials of the Lunkers here. And we're going to talk it over with the owner of the Woo as well, coming up at halftime. See what they have in store for their fans. Matter of fact, the Woo next week will host Kansas City while the Lunkers are off. Jones will throw it downfield again on the throw-off. This is Jalen Jones. Throws it low this time, bounces. And it's going to be downed by the Lunkers at the 11-yard line. Did not go far enough. So they're going to put it at the 25, and that's where the Woo will take over here. So they get it at the 25. The ball did not go far enough on that throw-off, and the Woo will get it here for 35 to play in the first half. There will be a 2-minute warning coming up. Ala Bryce, motion man on the left side. Looking downfield, fires it to the motion man. It is caught by Couch and down at about the 21-yard line. Correction, that's Oscar Scott with the catch. So a gain of 4. Brings up a 2nd and 6. Just eyeballing that, 2nd and 6. I know they've got 2nd and 5 on the screen. Here's a pitch, sweep, trying to get outside is Pierce. Pierce will get it across the 20-yard line, down to about the 18. So a gain of 2 on the run by Pierce. And it'll be a 3rd and 2 now for the Woo. Substitution here. Checking out for the Lunkers is Jackson Mitchell. Snap back and the run for the quarterback, Bryce. He's tripped up at the 20 down to the 17. He wanted a face mask or something there by the official, and apparently not going to get it. Gain of 1 on the play. It was a snap to the running back who pitched it back to Bryce. And it now brings up 4th and 2. 4th and 2 for the Woo. 2:42 to play in the first half. Lunkers lead it 37-20. There's a pitch on the right flat. Still on his feet, trying to go the other way, and he'll be down on the other side of midfield. And then we're going to have a whistle. I don't know if we have a flag or not. Yes, there is a flag in the backfield of the Lunkers, and the officials will talk it over here. So they're going to say no flag, and it's going to be Lunkers ball. Holding against Iowa is a call. So Lunkers will take over. They'll get it on their side of the field. They mark it down at the 24-yard line. The Woo 24, 1st and 10. Smalls in tight here. Looks like a running play. Burlesmeer in there, and we'll have a play clock expiring. So, and actually we'll have the 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning. So we will take a break here with the score, Lunkers 37, Woo 20. This is the Arena League on, well, we're going to keep it right here. We'll keep it right here as now they're going to blow the whistle. Now they're going to blow the whistle and say there is a 2-minute warning. So we will take a break. It is the Arena League on Me TV.
What's up? Sorry. I just called it on our sheet.
And that's your 2-minute warning, folks. All right, and I'm bringing out here one of my lucky winners tonight for the Cosmos drawing. I got Lindsay Hicks. Everybody give it up for Lindsay Hicks. You can get out of the match. She's winning a $25 gift certificate to one of our fine sponsors, Ducados. You can always be a lucky winner. Just listen up and make sure. That's all for first thing. It goes on Trump's opening season. Thank you very much. Give it up one more time for Lindsay. Keep in mind, this is the first ever Arena League Ozarks Lunkers game. We appreciate you coming out. Make sure you're very friendly to watch. You do have a bunch of merchandise. There's food, there's beverage, and of course, let's have some fun. If you like the music here, DJ CEO is spinning on the ones and twos. Feel free to dance in the crowd. Give it up one more time.
And we're back at Wilson Logistics Arena at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Lunkers with the ball. They try to tack some more on. Burlesmeer up the middle, and he will be stopped. Short gain on the play, if any. They had to move him back for the delay of game. So Burlesmeer with his third carry, only 4 yards, but he scored 4 touchdowns in the game. Again, possession ball. Ball gets away. Rush picks it up in the backfield. He's going to try and get outside. Now he throws it downfield, and it's incomplete. So an errant snap there between 2 running backs that time, but Matt Rush able to pick it up and at least not lose too much yardage. Stops the clock with 1:31 to play in the half. 3rd and long for the Lunkers. Smalls, he drops back, being rushed, fires it incomplete to his center, L. Tyser, who is eligible 5 yards downfield until you get to the 5-yard line. The center is eligible in this game. So incomplete there, bring up a 4th down. And it looks like the Lunkers will go for it here. 1:27 to play in the half. They got to go right at 15 yards to get the first down. Smalls rolls to his right, and he's going to be brought down. So Smalls, no gain, and it'll be Woo football here. They will have it on, what is it, the 23-yard line of the Lunkers. So the 23-yard line, the Woo will have it. 1st and 10, 1:22 to play. Jojo Alabrice. Motion on the left side. Alabrice rolls to his right, throws short to Brown, and Brown gets across the 15 down to about the 12-yard line. That'll be a first down. So first down there. Football at the 11-yard line. Alabrice, low snap, picks it up, fires it at the 5, caught there, and then down at about the 4 with the reception. Gain of 6. Trying to march in, 30 seconds to play in the half. Lunkers trying to keep the Woo out. 37-20 our score. Alabrice takes a snap, quick pitch to the right, and a big pile up over there inside the 5 down to about the 2-yard line, and timeout is called with 9 seconds to play in the half. Clock management. Timeout called.
I started working at SRC in 2018. Very team driven, and everybody has a place, everybody has a role. Being an employee owner is just more than just being an employee and just being a number. You actually have a voice, and you actually use that voice. The opportunity is the sky. I feel like anything you want to be, you can be. You just have to, you gotta have the gotta wanna attitude. My name is Shamari, and I'm an owner of SRC.
That'll be coming up here momentarily as well. Jeff Holmes 3rd and short. 3rd and short for the Woo. Football at the 2-yard line. 10 seconds to play in the half. You would think they'd try to pass it in. Here we go. 3rd and short. Ball at the 2. They can get a first down and not score, but they'd rather score. And now timeout's going to be called by the Lunkers. Their head coach wants to talk it over with his defense.
Happy memories just come easier on the water. Our founder, Johnny Morris, and his dad knew this firsthand. They created a boat that was more affordable. Tracker, the world's #1 best-selling fishing and pontoon boats powered by Mercury. Proudly built in Missouri and sold factory direct at Bass Pro Shops and select dealers. For as little as $5 a day, you can own a brand new Tracker and make lifelong memories of your own. Bass Pro Shops, voted America's best outdoor retailer. Save even more and support conservation when you join the club.
Him, or it's pitched to somebody, then he is eligible after that. So the officials huddle up. Byron Pearson, the white hat, talking it over with the back judge, and the sky judges are also visiting with the officials. And they call visiting with the sky judges right to my left right now. Here comes the play. JoJo Olibrice in shotgun formation. Motion man, they get it to Olibrice. He can run. He gets the pitch back on his feet, goes back the other way, throws it into the end zone. It's incomplete. With 3 seconds on the clock, incomplete. Olibrice scrambling, trying to get it off. Pass intended for J.J. Jones. So 3 seconds, one more play for the Woo here to get on the board. Again, 4th down and short. Direct snap to Olibrice. He can't run. He takes it back. He has to pass. Throws it up into the end zone, and it's intercepted by the Lunkers. Down the field they come. This is Carter. Brock Carter into the end zone for the touchdown. Carter scores for Ozark as time expires on a 50-yard interception. And the Lunkers will attempt the extra point here. Brock Carter with the pick and the 50-yard return. And the Lunkers now with a 43-20 lead. We'll see what they do with the extra point here. Interception there for the return. And the Lunkers will, well, they're going to move back. What do they got here? Official at midfield. Sets the ball down at the 25, so a penalty against the Lunkers. What was the penalty? Unsportsmanlike on the coach, so they're penalized, and they'll go for one here. Unsportsmanlike against the Lunkers coach, perhaps celebrating or running onto the field, which you can't do. So the Lunkers will go for one here. Sands takes a snap, drops back. Rolls to his right now, throws it short. Rush will fire it into the end zone, and it's knocked down and incomplete, and that will end the half. 43-20 is your score. Lunkers on top here at the half. we will visit with the owner of the Iowa Woo coming up, Jeff Holmes. Halftime is coming up as well. We'll take a break here. This is the Arena League on Me TV.
Let's make this a night to remember. There's a ton of money for a great draw from St. Helens. A lucky Lunkers fan, Lunkers fan, with a brand new boat. Race to go to the Ozarks Lunkers!
We've had some wall issues like these guys did and things like that, but no, we're getting through it and excited to get the league.
Yeah, you've got Kansas City next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Halftime at the Lunkers opener here at home against the Iowa Woo. Again, it's the Arena League on Me TV and the Arena League Network. We're pleased to have alongside right now the owner of the Iowa Woo, Jeff Holmes, co-owner, we should say. But Jeff, first off, your thoughts on everything going on tonight?
I think Caleb and Mark and Monica, everybody from the Lunkers have done a great job putting this event on. Exciting so far. We weren't really, we were, I don't want to say nervous, but anxious to see the 6-on-6 game, and I think it's proven to be entertaining and fun so far. I think we're still having a good time.
Lots of points. We knew that going in, that this is going to be a fast-paced game. Boy, it's been that.
Oh, for sure, yeah. We haven't got our act together yet, so I'm hoping to see a little better second half out of our boys, and I have full confidence in our coaching staff to turn that around. But yeah, fun, exciting, a lot of points, a lot of big plays.
We're going to kind of talk through the halftime festivities here and maybe talk about that, but how is your planning going for your opener next week?
We're excited about it. We've got a little unique situation that we have a city celebration going on, so we're actually kicking off at 2 p.m. in the afternoon instead of 7 like most games are. So there's a lot of excitement around that, and we're excited to get the folks out to the Hippodrome and have a good time.
I know, like the Ozarks Lunkers, you got a lot of great partners you're working with there in Iowa, and I don't know if Princess and all that's going to be there or not, but I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun in your opener as well.
Oh, my daughters would love this, right? They're actually here. They're probably trying to get on the field right now to hang out with the princesses. But yeah, we had Grace Good at our exhibition game last week. She was America's Got Talent contestant. So we're excited to have not only good halftime entertainment, but good tailgating entertainment before the game too.
The business part of it is so important, as you know. You being a businessman, I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, corporate partnerships are a must in this league and how it's designed. What's great about our league is that it's set up to be long-lasting and not run out over budgets and things like that, but we do need the support of all of our community partners, and it looks like the Ozarks community is helping that as well.
And that seems like a great area. Obviously, you know, there's no professional teams in there. We've got some minor league baseball and obviously some other arena league teams, but what's the competition like in your area?
Well, so what's unique for us is outside of when the NBA started in 1943, we had one of the original NBA teams in Waterloo. Other than that, there's never been a there. So that's the idea behind it, and fast, fun, and entertaining.
Absolutely. Jeff, we appreciate you coming up. Good luck.
Beauty and functionality to your home with Pella Windows and Doors. With Pella, you get so much more than patio doors and entry doors. We go beyond to design and manufacture quality products that exceed your expectations. Whether you are building your dream home, remodeling, or just needing to replace your current windows or doors, we have the right product for any home and every budget. Come visit our showroom or schedule your in-home appointment today. 448 West Battlefield or visit PellaSpringfield.com.
Kind of follow the activities here at halftime of the inaugural Arena League football game here in Springfield and Ozark. We'll take a break. This is the Arena League on MeTV.
Quick ball. So, I have 4 contestants here. What's your name? Elias? AJ? Clay? Alright, so it's your birthday. So you're going to go first. Now this is how it's going to work, guys. Okay? The whoever kicks the ball the farthest is going to win a great prize. Okay? Are you ready? Go for it. Whoa! Watch out! Up right, up next. Go for it. Oh! Alright, smart for that one, man. Alright, are you ready? You got the rock sound now, so I believe you. Go ahead. Oh! Alright, last but not least, here we go. Oh! I think we have a winner. And alright, moving on here, we're going to have some tickets. 2 tickets to March 2. Also, don't forget, if you need to get tickets from the game tonight, it's half-price tickets to March 2 tomorrow. Keep those tickets. Give it up, everybody. For all of your contestants and the Ozarks Lunkers. Thank you very much for tickets to March 2 for one of our amazing sponsors. All right, guys. We got an amazing show coming up here. Welcome aboard the Lady Lunkers. Make some noise. They're going to break dance for you.
And we're back once again at the Wilson Logistics Arena, halftime here. The Lunkers on top of the Woo by a score of 43-20. Let's watch the Lady Lures perform here at halftime. So the Lady Lures performing here at halftime. A new addition to the entertainment of the Ozarks. Another addition is Lunky, the mascot for the Lunkers, as they have all kinds of stuff planned for halftime here of the Arena League in Springfield, Missouri. Again, we're at Wilson Logistics Arena at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds in North Springfield. This facility normally would hold 6,300. Now they makeshifted, cut down a few seats, and it will hold about 4,300 for a Lunkers football game just because they cut down on some of the seats on one end zone where the scoreboard is, the video board. So they cut back on some of the seats there. But still, anywhere from 4,300 to 6,300. The upper level holds about 2,800. And what they'll have in this facility, as you can kind of get shots of it while we're doing the halftime entertainment, they've got trade shows in here. They've already had several of these events, by the way. But they have 100,000 square feet. Trade shows, concerts, sporting events, other sporting events, horse shows. They've got a bar and grill in here. They can seat 130 of that. 3 remote concessions. As you see another entertainment act. Let's watch this at halftime, and we'll continue our introduction to both the Arena Football League and the Wilson Logistics Arena. Part of the entertainment here at halftime. Always enjoy this performance. We were talking about Wilson Logistics Arena and what they've got here. They've got a VIP area, which is a private location on the upper level, which seats 300 people. A lot of people up around that area right now. This is just a great facility, and they really decked it out well. Right in the middle of the facility, they've got the football field, which is a 50-yard football field. And they've got boxes going outside. They've got the hockey walls going square around the football field. And then around the, just outside those walls, they have little suites, open-air suites that people can sit. And they get treated extra special with drinks and food, and they are right on the scene. They enjoy the location there. There's been a couple times that some of the players have banged into the walls and nearly knocked people over. So it is up front and personal watching a Lunkers game in person or the Arena League game in person. You heard the owner of the Iowa Woo talk about his game coming up next week, and they still got some things to work on, but he is in the process of working through that right now. We're going to take another break here at the half. The Iowa Woo trailing the Ozarks Lunkers here at halftime, 43-20. We'll run down your first half numbers when we come back as they show an area football team being introduced here to the crowd. They come out and are being introduced by the PA announcer. But we'll take a break here. Again, it's the Arena League on Me TV.
The 2024 Red Division OFL champions, the Hillcrest Hornets. represent the Ozarks. There's a table at the entrance on flag down. Anyone of the Army volunteers that are walking around the stadium with Win This Throw t-shirts on.
Handheld, probably need to get off.
$5 for a chance to win, or 5 entries for $100. Let's just make this night a night to remember. Raise a ton of money for a great cause and send home a lucky Lunkers fan with a brand
And we're
new
back at
throw.
Wilson Logistics Arena in North Springfield for the Arena League. This is the inaugural game for the Ozarks Lunkers as they make their way back into the arena and on the football field. The Iowa Woo about to make their way on as well. Let's take a look at the first half numbers for these two teams. Lunkers lead this game by a score of 43-20. And in the game, not a lot of offense on the ground for the Lunkers. Now, there's been one run for about 45 yards. That was Matt Rush, scored a touchdown on that. Otherwise, they've gotten a total of 14 yards rushing. Rush has 48 on 2 carries. He has scored a TD. Ronnie Burlesmeer scored 4 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 from 1 yard out and 1 from 2 yards out. And then the quarterback for the Lunkers, Marquis Smalls, has thrown for a touchdown as well. They have 68 yards through the air. A lot of their yardage done on special teams in this first half, and they lead at 43-20. For the Woo, they've run the ball a little bit more. Olive Rice, the quarterback, 6 carries, 6 yards, and Pierce has carried the ball 4 times for 6 yards. They've done most of their damage through the air, where their quarterback, Olive Rice, is 13 for 21 for 115 yards. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. But the big play and player of the game is the special teams play of Ronnie Burlesmeer. Burlesmeer, the 6-foot, 210-pounder from Kansas City, has scored on 2 50-yard returns for touchdowns. And the Lunkers lead this one by a score of 43-20 here at halftime. That is your score. We take a look at the scoring for these two teams. Olive Rice scored a touchdown from 3 yards out. Then Burlesmeer scored a 1-yard touchdown run, followed by a 2-yard touchdown run. Matt Rush scored from 40 yards out. Then Iowa scored on a 39-yard pass from Olive Rice to Justin Brown. Ozarks came back with the special teams 50-yard return by Burlesmeer. They added a 20-yard pass from their quarterback Smalls to Sands. Iowa scored again on a 4-yard pass to Goulmore. Ozarks got another return from Burlesmeer and a 50-yard interception return from Brock Carter. And that's the scoring in this one. 43-20 is your halftime score. Ozark on top here at the half. And both teams loosen on the field right now as we get set for the final 2 quarters of this one. Again, next week, we talked about the Iowa Woo taking on Kansas City at home next week. The Ozarks Lunkers have a bye next week. Their next game is coming up June 15th as they'll take on Duluth here at home. So the schedule for the 2 teams. And we will get set for the second half of this one. Both teams getting loose and just about set for the 3rd and 4th quarters of the game. The Woo ready. Lunkers getting off the field. They'll be set and ready to go for this 3rd quarter momentarily as well. We do appreciate you tuning in here on MeTV and the Arena League Network. My name is Tom Ladd. Big crowd here for this opener in Springfield, Missouri. Wilson Logistics Arena at the fairgrounds, Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. Lunkers player making his way around the field right now, Anthony Sherrills, and he's going to trot off here as we're set and ready to go for the throw-off. It'll be the Woo throwing it downfield to the Lunkers. This is Olive Bryce. He will throw it downfield here. It's a 50-yard throw if he throws it all the way down. Waits for the official's whistle. Throws it down. It bounces high. Picked up by Burlesmeer. He'll return it to the right side and is down inside the 15-yard line, but a flag on the play. It'll be at the 25 where the Lunkers will take over. That ball was not thrown far enough. So the Lunkers will get it at midfield. Ball was not thrown far enough. So pretty good field position to start this one. Again, offensively, you can have one back set, two back set for the running backs, an empty backfield if you choose. Quarterback can bend under center or go out of the shotgun. And wide receivers can be in tight or spread out. Those are some of the options. Lunkers football to begin playing this third quarter. Smalls in shotgun formation. Takes a snap, rolls to his right a little bit, looking downfield. He'll throw it short. It is caught at the 15, the 10, and knocked into the wall near the 5-yard line. Caught that time by Chris Scruggs. That's a 20-yard reception. And a first down. I wonder how those walls feel. You got equipment on, but still, it's gotta hurt. Smalls ready, motion man, right side. That's Rush. Smalls rolling to his left. He's gonna pitch it into the end zone and off the fingertips of his center Ticer. He couldn't handle that one, wasn't ready for it. But he'll have a flag on the play as he may have crossed the line of scrimmage. Let's see. They don't say. Yep, now they throw the flag. So I think he threw the ball, he crossed the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball. The center cannot catch the ball. It's interesting, the center's situation in this game. The center from 5 yards in, he's got to be in the end zone to catch the ball.
With 5 yards and in, the center is ineligible.
Center's ineligible 5 yards and in from the end zone. Otherwise, he's eligible anywhere, and that time it was about a 2-yard pass from the quarterback to the center. But the center's eligible normally. Here, he would be eligible. So they move him back to the 10-yard line. First and goal at the 10. Snap back. They pitch to Rush. Rush is going to look into the end zone. He throws it up high, and the ball is incomplete. Intended in there for a trio of Lunkers players. So it'll bring up a second and goal at the 10 for the Lunkers. That was a pitch back to Rush. Rush is able to scramble and get the pass off, but nobody really open. Great coverage by the Woo defensively. We're in the third quarter, 43-20 our score. The fake on the handoff. That was a pump fake there, still on his feet. Wide open in the end zone is Matt Rush. 10-yard reception there for the TD. Matt Rush scores again. Ten-yard pass from the quarterback Smalls to Rush. And see what they do on the extra point. They're going to go for two here. Going to go for two. Smalls, they're at the 10-yard line, means they go for two on the extra point. Smalls being rushed, and he is brought down, lost the football, and picks it up. Good defense there. So that'll make it now 49-20 our score. Lunkers on top of the Woo here in the third quarter. So the Lunkers scoring their first drive of the second half, and the Woo will get it now on the throw-off. High-scoring games, no doubt about that. 49-20 with 11:53 to play in the quarter. Lunkers will throw it downfield. And again, they'll give the football to Jylan Jones, 6'3", 220-pounder. He attended Pitt State. And back to receive it for the Woo is Marcus Pierce, who played his football at Tennessee. He was a Vol. Long pass downfield, picked up inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Pierce is up, still on his feet, and going to be knocked down at about midfield, but we've got a flag on the play. Flag on the play. It's going to be against the Woo. Penalty against the Woo. Holding against the Woo. So they'll bring him back. And set him up at the, 5-yard line. So they got a long way to go. The Woo in their first possession of this second half. Quarterback Olibrice. In the backfield with him is Goulbourne. Offset to his right. Wide receiver to the right is Justin Brown in motion. They're going to give it back in the end zone. This is Goulbourne. He is down inside the 10 at the 7-8-yard line. So he'll pick up about 3 yards on that. That's his first carry of the game. Second and 7 now for the Woo. They pitch back again. This is Goulbourne looking to pass. Throws it short. Ball is caught, first down. And then dragged down at about the 19-yard line. So reception there. First and 10, football at the 19 of the Woo. Going with a little different offense here, using Goulbourne as the quarterback. He gets the ball, looks downfield, wants to pass, goes short again. Ball caught at midfield and brought down finally. So they're using Olibrice to take the snap, and he pitches back to Goulbourne, which they didn't do in the first half. That's a gain of 8. Unofficially now, the Woo have 133 yards passing, 15 of 23 for 133 yards. Again, same play. They pitch back to Goulbourne. He's going to take it himself down the left sideline, and he is knocked into the wall at about the 15 of the Lunkers, which is out of bounds there. Another first down. Second carry for Goulbourne. Big first down for the Woo. 9:23 to play in this third quarter. First and 10. Here's Goulbourne again. He throws it right side, a little bit too high. Wide open receiver over there, but Goulbourne this time missed. And it'll bring up a second and 10. Again, the football at the Lunkers 15-yard line. Changing up the offense a little bit. Goulbourne, who played at Davenport University, gets the pitch, rolls to his right, goes right back to his quarterback. This is Olibrice. Cuts inside the 15, down to about the 10, gain of about 5. Second and 5 now, and make it third and 5 for the Woo. Long drive here. The clock continues to tick. Olibrice with Goulbourne behind him. Motion man to the left. Goulbourne takes a snap, wants to pass. He's going to scramble, throws it into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. And a player down in the end zone. Defensive player down in the end zone. Looks like the player for the Lunkers being treated. So we will have a timeout here. We'll take a break with the Woo scoring 49-26. This is the Arena League on Me TV.
A rush of tournament adrenaline. Nitro, the choice of champion, where performance meets play. Nitro, a big water beast, a pure fishing machine. Nitro, release the champion within.
We have 3 contestants, Lawson, taking frozen t-shirt and unpacked them, and the first one to put them on wins. What's your name? Jordan. All right, are you guys ready? Here goes the clock. Put them on. First one to put them on wins. Are you ready? Ready, set, go! All right, these things have been frozen, guys. This is not as easy as you think. But the first one on grab it completely and put it on all the way will win a really awesome gift card. All right, come on, you can do it. Oh, you got one to go. Start putting it on. Bring your house back on. You know what? Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah, one t-shirt goes. That's all brought to you by Friday night. Thank you very much. The hotel sponsor. Make sure you're looking for a good dinner. And you can wait to take a Friday night. Let's do one more time. Give it up for the first t-shirt.
And we're back at Wilson Logistics Arena. It's the Woo go for 2 after their touchdown. Snap back. Here's Goulbourne getting the snap, throws it high into the end zone, and it's caught for 2. So the 2-point conversion is good. Makes it now 49-28. The Lunkers on top. We have 7:44 to play in this third quarter, and the Lunkers will get it back off the throw-off here. Touchdown pass from Goulbourne to Couch. 2-point conversion is a success, and it's now 49-28. 77 points scored in the game. We still have a quarter and 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes to play. So Lunkers get it back. Olive Rice will attempt to throw off here in the end zone. Return man for the Lunkers once again is Ronnie Burlesmeer. He scored 2 already. Here's the throw. Bounces at about the 5 and into the stands. And a flag thrown. So it'll be at the 25-yard line again for the Lunkers. They get it 1st and 10 at midfield. They lead it again 49-28 in this third quarter. Lunkers are off next week. They have a bye and they play every week after that. For the Woo, they do host Kansas City, then they play at Kansas City the next 2 weeks. Smalls brings his offensive unit up. Burlesmeer in the backfield. This is a running situation here. They pitch to Burlesmeer, gets outside to the left, gets the first down and more as he is knocked into the stands over there. He is pushed out of bounds at about the 10. Gain of 15 for Burlesmeer. First down. And again, they've got the running formation out there in tight. Burlesmeer, the lone setback. Here's a high snap. Whoa, just getting away. Lots of pressure, and the ball into the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Tyser. Also in the area was Lorenz Plummer, so it's incomplete. The Lunkers through the air are 7 for 12 in the game for 88 yards. They've also thrown 2 touchdown passes. So it brings up a 2nd and goal at the Woo 10. Again, the Lunkers in tight. Here's a sweep going to the right. Trying to get outside and diving over the 10 into the wall over there is Burlesmeer. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and goal at the 9. Sands comes in as the setback here. Again, in tight. Lunkers want to run. They're going to pitch back to Sands. Quarterback taken out. Sands going to run for it. And he's got an open slot into the end zone for the touchdown. That's actually Matt Rush scoring from 10 yards. Matt Rush got the pitch and rambles in for the score. His 2nd rushing TD. Matt Rush showing the speed that he's got. 10-yard run by Rush. And they're going to go for 2 here. Lunkers lead it 55-28. Quarterback brings him up. This is Smalls. Smalls turns, looks back, rolls to his right into the end zone, throws it up high, and it's intercepted on the extra point. Intercepted there. Extra point no good. But the Lunkers now lead at 55-28. We have 4:55 to play in this third quarter. And just like that, the Woo will get it back. The Iowa Woo coming in short of quarterback this game. They lost their quarterback last week in the exhibition game. So they get it back, and again, dropping back to return is Marcus Pierce. Pierce will return here. See who's going to throw this one for the Lunkers this time. And again, they go with Jones. Jylan Jones. Here's a throw downfield. This one is caught inside the 5 by Pierce. Trying to get outside. Nice block over there. Still on his feet. And diving in to the 1 yard line is Pierce. What a block by the Woo at about the 10 yard line. And Pierce rambles all the way down to the Ozark 1 yard line. So the Woo will have it. See what they do with this. They've got Bryce and Goulbourne in the backfield. Bryce has taken the snap and then pitched it to Goulbourne. He does it again. Goulbourne gonna run, try to get outside to the right. Gonna dive forward and he gets in from 1 yard out. So Goulbourne scores from 1 yard out. The TD there for Iowa. And a player down. And again, it looks like a Lunkers player down. 1 yard drive, 1 yard run by Goulbourne. Boy, he's been a difference maker in this second half for the Iowa Woo. Player down, and they bring him up to his feet. And they trot off. Been some injuries for the Lunkers in this game. See what the Woo do here on this extra point. The Woo have a chance to cut into the lead now. They're going to go for 2 again. Goulbourne. Bryce. That's what they've been going with in the second half. There's the pitch. Goulbourne rolls, now throws it up high into the end zone and out of play. That'll be a souvenir in this league. Anytime the ball's thrown out like that, it's a souvenir. 55-34 our score in this third quarter. We have 3:39 to play in the third quarter. High scoring affair as we expected it would be. Ozark is led throughout. Lunkers will get it back here in the third. On the throw off for the Woo. They will have their quarterback, Bryce. Going to throw it downfield. So Bryce will throw it downfield, and Burlesmeer is deep to receive. You see the Woo at their own 15. Lunkers are at midfield. Here's the throw downfield. Ball's going to be caught at about the 5. Burlesmeer bursts through and gets it across the 15 to the 18-yard line. That's where the Lunkers will take over at their own 18, 1st and 10. Well, we've had some individual performances in this one. Lunkers take over here. Burlesmeer back in the backfield with the quarterback Smalls in tight. The pitch is to Burlesmeer going left, cuts back. Now he throws downfield. This is the quarterback Smalls, and he'll get it to about the 17, 18-yard line. Never thought he was down, kept moving on the play. gain of, they call it a yard and a half on the double pass. Lunkers now with 90 yards passing unofficially. Smalls throws a bullet downfield, nearly hits one of the fans in the sweep. That would have hurt too. He is 8 for 14 passing, or I should say the Lunkers are 8 for 14 passing. Brings up a 3rd and 8 here for the Lunkers. Smalls works out the signals, takes a snap. Goes to his left, throws it downfield. It is caught and out of play at about the 13-yard line. Caught by Plummer, makes the catch. So first down there. And it'll bring up a 1st and goal for the Lunkers at the Woo 10-yard line. There's a pass into the end zone, and it is knocked down beautifully, intended there for Kendrick Payne, overthrown. Good defense by the Woo that time. Again, you got an option. You can play man-to-man defense. You can try to zone coverage, depending on what the other team likes to do. Motion man going to the right, that's Rush. Smalls looking downfield. He's going to throw it in, and it's caught! Caught by Scruggs from 10 yards out. Caught by Scruggs for the Lunkers. Ten-yard pass there from Smalls to Scruggs. And now the Lunkers are going to go for 2 again. Here's a 2-point conversion. Thrown in for 2, and it's caught again by the Lunkers. That is Scruggs with a 2-point conversion. So it is good. Makes it now 63 to 34. The Lunkers lead it. We've got 14 seconds to play in this 3rd quarter after that touchdown. And it'll be Woo football here. Lunkers now go over 100 yards passing in the game. A lot of their damage has been on special teams, but they've thrown the ball well, and they've had a couple of good runs as well. Matt Rush with nearly 60 yards of just 3 carries. Again, just a 50-yard field, so it doesn't quite add up as quickly as it does for a 100-yard football field or game. Here's the throw off by the Lunkers. Across the 5, this is picked up by Pierce. Pierce sees a hole. He's going to get outside, and he is going to be knocked into the wall over there and out of bounds at about the 20, make it the 18-yard line of the Lunkers. But a flag in the backfield. Penalty flag is on the field here. back is what we hear. Wu takes over here. Seconds left in this quarter, 3 seconds. Olive Bryce takes a snap and the tackle, and that'll do it for this third quarter. Gain of 1 on the run by Goulbourne, and the quarter ends, and we will take a break here. This is the Arena League on MeTV.
Brick Brothers, Big Sisters of the Ozarks. There's a tape with the entrance or flat down any one of the Army of Volunteers that are walking around the stadium with Win This Boat t-shirts on. Only $25 for a chance to win or 5 entries for 100. Let's make this a night to remember. Raise a ton of money for a great cause and send home one lucky Lunkers fan with a brand new boat. Must be present to win. All right, everybody, if you want to put your attention down here, I got one lucky guy. What's your name? Levi. Levi, are you ready to play Sticking Where the Sun Shines? This is so Sticking Where the Sun Shines. That's so we're drinking all day. Now this is a football throw. Now what we have to play is, you got to make it in his chest, okay? You got to be chances away. Are you ready? All right, Levi, ready? Go in that chest, bud. Oh, close. Step up a little bit closer. Make some noise, everybody, guys. Close. Closer, a little closer. Ow, so close. Levi, can you do it? Can you win this thing, boy? Oh, so close. Get rid of that ball, everybody. That's what's working so well. Sticking in the sunshine. Take it forward for your own
Well, thanks for joining us once again here on MeTV and the Arena League Network. My name is Tom Ladd. We start the fourth quarter now, 63-34 the score. Deep inside Wu territory, they have the football. Again, it is Olive Bryce with Goulbourne in the backfield. Their offense has been to snap it to their quarterback, Olive Bryce. He pitches it to his man. That's Goulbourne. He throws it short. And it'll be a loss on the play, loss of a yard on that reception. They're 18 of 27 now for 150 yards passing. Talking about the Wu between Goulbourne and Olive Bryce, who was the primary thrower in the first half. Now Goulbourne, 6'5", 245-pound quarterback, and we're going to have a timeout. The Wu want to talk it over. 14:05 to play. We've got a timeout on the field. 3rd and 10 situation. So they're ready to go. No timeout. No timeout. 3rd and 15 here for the Wu. Goulbourne right, rolling to his right. Ball caught near the 15 and down at about the 21-yard line. That is Justin Brown with the reception there. Brown picks it up for positive yardage. And a first down. At the football, they mark it at the 20. Of the Wu, so 1st and 10 for the Wu at their own 20. Snap back, Goulbourne rolls to his left, throws it downfield, almost intercepted. Nearly picked off on the play that time for the Lunkers. Ren Rodriguez from Eldon, Missouri. Ren nearly got the pick there, but it's incomplete. The Wu now 19 of 29 passing, for 163 yards. They trail in this one 63-34. Quarterback Goulbourne, motion man. He's going to roll to his right, throws it downfield. This is intercepted. A diving catch made by the Lunkers. And I think this is Rodriguez with the pick. He didn't get it moments ago, but he got it there. Third interception thrown by Woo quarterbacks, and the Lunkers will take over. Here in the fourth quarter, they'll get the football at their own 22-yard line. First and 10. Lunkers lead at 63-34. Quarterback Smalls takes a snap, drops back, not a lot of pressure, looks downfield, fires a bullet. It is caught, enough for a first down. Burlesmeer spinning and is rustled to the turf at about the 9-yard line. So good gain there. The Lunkers through the air, 11 of 18 for 132 yards. Between Smalls and Matt Rush. Smalls here looking into the end zone. He'll fire it short, left side. And no gain there. That is Burlesmeer again with the reception. Second and goal inside the 10. Football resting at the 9 of the Woo. Smalls sends Rush in motion. He's going to go left side. Ball caught and into the end zone for Chris Scruggs. 9-yard touchdown pass on a quick hitter there. Four touchdown passes thrown by the Lunkers in this game. Nine-yard pass from Smalls to Scruggs. And they're going to go for two here. There's a left-handed pass. Thrown back to Smalls. Smalls throws it into the end zone, and it is incomplete. No good there, but the Lunkers back on the board. They lead it now 69-34. We have 11:08 to play in this contest. And what a game. You think about the players that have stood out for the Lunkers in this one. Burlesmeer, the return man. Matt Rush, done a little bit of everything. And our quarterback, Marquise Smalls, with 4 touchdown passes, 141 yards passing. So the Lunkers will have a throw-off here. No kick in the Arena League, so they'll have a throw-off here. And again, it'll be Jylan Jones throwing downfield. Waiting at the goal line for the Woo is Marcus Pierce, who's from Tennessee, 5'8", 195-pound running back. Here's the long pass down the field, wobbles, bounces, picked up by Pierce in the end zone, tries to get outside and will into the wall. Tackle made by Burlesmeer, and the Woo will get it at their own 8-yard line. First and 10. You hear a lot of the same names on offense and defense. Well, that's what the Arena League is about. These guys will play both ways. Olibrice and Goulbourne. Goulbourne's been the quarterback, even though Olibrice has taken the snaps. He becomes a receiver then. Fake the snap, he throws short, and it's incomplete. Good defense that time. The rush by the Lunkers. Anthony Sherrills came in untouched. Pass incomplete. The Woo, 19 of 31 passing. 10 minutes to play in this one. They're going to stop the clock here for a second. The officials want to talk it over here. They have to switch the sides of the field here with the quarter. So they will do that right now. 9:59 to play. Should have done it at the end of the quarter, so they switch it here. Take a little time to do that, and then they'll start the clock again. So again, everything moving so fast in this first game. Everybody's trying to get caught up. And the officials that time just lost track of field position. Who have it in the end zone? Olibrice, Goulbourne. Olibrice will take the snap here. And he's going to throw it himself. Quick hitter off to the 10-yard line, to 13 before he is downed over there. So it'll be 3rd and 5 now. Third and 5 for the Woo. As we approach 9 minutes to play in this one. Here's the pitch. Goulbourne's going to run. He finds a hole and is dragged down just after midfield. So Goulbourne with the carry there, and he picks up the first down. First and 10, football at the 24, maybe 23-yard line. Snap back, here's Goulbourne again, rolling to his right. He throws it downfield, and it is short, intended for Justin Brown, the 6'3", 220-pound tight end from Maryland. Incomplete there. Now brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Woo. 8:10 to play. See the coaches on the field. Defensive coach for the Lunkers behind their defensive team, and the offensive coach for the Woo. Here's a short pass, nice move. Cut inside, then out. Catch made by the quarterback that time. That is Olibrice. And he gets 9 yards on that reception. So 9 yards on that reception. 3rd down and very short, just inches. Same formation here. 2 in the backfield. Motion coming forward. They're going to throw it short and hit at about the 4-yard line. Catch made there. Burlesmeer shook up a little bit on the play. We got an injury timeout. Injury timeout here. That's not Burlesmeer for the Lunkers. That is Ren Rodriguez, who made the hit It was a helmet-to-helmet hit, and he was shook up. Ren Rodriguez will walk off the field here with the official. A nice round of applause by the faithful still here at the Wilson Logistics Arena. So a new player coming in for the Lunkers. They've had some players shook up in this game, I'll tell you that. First and goal for the Woo. Ball into 9 of the Lunkers. Bryce motion coming forward, pitch back. Throws short and a wide open, easy touchdown for the Woo. Touchdown for J.J. Jones from 9 yards out. So Jones scores there, and they're going to go for 2 here. Going for 2, here's the snap, the rush is on. And try and run it in here, and tackled from behind by the Lunkers. Nice defensive play there for the Lunkers, making that grab is Brock Carter. So the 2-point conversion, no good, and it's now 69-40. The Lunkers on top here in the fourth quarter. And now we'll have another throw off here in place of a kickoff after a touchdown in regular football. This is a throw off. The Woo will throw it downfield to the Lunkers. Burlesmeer's back at his own 5. The Woo use their quarterback JoJo Alabryce. Burlesmeer scored a couple of TDs on returns in this game. He throws it down, picked up by Burlesmeer on the run, gets through a hole. He's got some room, trying to get outside. He'll be tackled into the wall inside the 15 of the Woo. Boy, you pay for it when he tried to get outside, but Burlesmeer does another nice job. Into the wall he goes. And the Lunkers will have pretty good field position at the Iowa 11-yard line. These walls take a beating, I'll tell you that. They got pads on them. That helps, but now the officials have to try and fix the padding in the wall over there. You can see that going on right now. Working on the wall where they had the collision. Make sure nobody gets hurt. Got 5:30 to play in the game. 69-40. Lunkers on top. A lot of stars to talk about after this one tonight. Just a great event. I think a successful opener for this Ozarks Lunkers team. Great to have the owner of the Iowa Woo on at halftime as well. Jeff Holmes, he's ready to go for next week. He got some great ideas and obviously some things he was going to work on after their exhibition game last week. So folks, get ready for that. The opener against Kansas City next week for the Woo. Smalls rolling to his right, backing up, and he is going to be hammered to the turf. Marquis Smalls took a little too much time there, and he has dropped all the way back to the 17-yard line. So it'll be now a 2nd and 18 for the Lunkers. Burlesmeer in the backfield. The give is to Burlesmeer up the middle, gets outside to the left, across the 5-yard line down to the 4 before he's hit into the hockey wall over there. So a gain of about 11 there for Burlesmeer. 4:20 to play in the contest. Lunkers with a 3rd down, and we're going to call it 4. Ball is down, picked up, and loose again. Scramble into the end zone, and it looks like, let's see, signal. It's going to be Woo football. Turnover. Fumble, I believe the first turnover now for the Lunkers. Little miscommunication on the handoff there. So the Woo will get it. And we'll see where they put that. Looks like they recovered it in the end zone. It'll be Woo football. They put it down at their own 1. So the Woo get it at their own 1. 1st and 10. 4 minutes to play in the contest. Lunkers lead at 69-40. Ola Bryce takes a snap, pitches it back, rolling to his right, throwing it downfield. Ball caught at midfield and down at the 22-yard line. That is J.J. Jones with the catch. 27-yard reception. Over 200 yards passing now for this Woo team. Goldborn goes back to his quarterback who makes, nope, they say incomplete pass there. They are 24 of 38 passing. Incomplete. And they'll do it again. 3rd and 10 for the Woo here. Trying to get one off before the 2-minute warning goes off. We'll have a timeout coming up as well. Here's the snap, pitch back to Goulbourne, rolls to his right, goes back to his quarterback, who is hit immediately on the play. Heck of a stop made there by Rand Rodriguez back into the game. 2-minute warning, and Lunkers lead at 69-40, and this is the Arena League on MeTV.
All right, everyone, put your attention down here to the field in the end zone. We have got your Lady Looters. Make some noise. All right, make some noise. Good job, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Now back to football. Give it up to the Ozarks Lunkers and the Lady Warriors.
Back at Wilson Logistics Arena, final 2 minutes of this one here tonight. Lunkers on top, the Woo trying to get back on the board. There's a pitch back to Goldborn. He runs to his right, throws it deep downfield and into the Woo bench. Incomplete there. The 41st pass thrown by the Woo in this one. And the Lunkers will take over on downs after that 4th down play. So the Lunkers will get it at their own 24. And they lead this one by a score of 69-40. $69-40 the score. Lunkers take over. Starting quarterback Marquise Smalls. Behind him in the backfield is Payne. The throw left side. Caught by Scruggs, and Scruggs will be hit into the wall and down. First down there. $155 yards passing for this Lunkers team between their starting quarterback Marquise Smalls and Matt Rush. Haven't seen much of Matt Rush in his second half. Smalls, motion man going forward. Throw down left side is dropped on the play. That one intended for Scruggs, incomplete. Scruggs is a transfer, actually played at Southern Miss. That was his college he played at. 1:29 to play. Burlesmeer in the backfield. Smalls rolls to his right, directing traffic. He throws it short, and it's incomplete. Tried to throw it behind him. And the whistle blows and stops play. So it'll bring up a 4th down here for the Lunkers. Fourth and 10. Burlesmeer in the backfield. May elect to give it to him. They're going to pitch it to him up the middle, goes right, cuts outside, now in, stays on his feet as he gets it close to the 5-yard line, but not enough for a first down. Burlesmeer, 38 yards. He's had to come in and do a lot of the work Tobias Little was going to do. So this is the 45 seconds to play. Lunkers throw left side, ball caught, then dropped, and they're going to say incomplete pass. So Lunkers now 14 of 24. We'll have a change of possession here with 40 seconds remaining in the contest. 69-40 is your score. Remember, at halftime, it was 43-20. Lunkers led it. The Woo get it back at their own 6-yard line. They have not had great field position in this 4th quarter. Their own 8, their own 1, and their own 6. So Oliver Bryce ready to go, but all in all, a successful night here in Springfield for this Arena League football debut. Ball caught there. Remove the chains. Over 220 yards passing for the Woo in the game. Not much of a ground game, but they've been able to pass at times. Oliver Bryce pitches back to Goldborn. He'll throw it deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Incomplete, and another player down this time for the Woo at about the 5-yard line with 3 seconds to play. Couple players for the Woo down in the same general area. J.J. Jones is down. And then we've got a cramp of another player with 3 seconds to play.
Be it rain or gusting winds or whatever Mother Nature throws you, when there's fish to be caught, nothing will stand in the way. Bass Pro Shops Guideware features Gore-Tex technology with the protection you need from the elements, so you can stay on the water and catch the big ones. The all-weather, all-performance Bass Pro Shops Guideware, because there are no rain checks out here.
B.
Bass Pro Shops in Cabela stands tall in our unwavering commitment to honoring our heroes. We extend our gratitude beyond words by proudly offering a legendary salute discount to those who protect our freedoms. Our dedication to those who selflessly serve us runs deep within our DNA. It's not just a discount, it's a commitment to making a difference. Because every day is a chance for us to say thank you. Bass Pro Shops in Cabela's. Your adventure starts here.
Happy memories just come easier on the water. Our founder, Johnny Morris, and his dad knew this firsthand. They created a boat that was more affordable. Tracker, the world's #1 best-selling fishing and pontoon boats powered by Mercury. Proudly built in Missouri and sold factory direct at Bass Pro Shops and select dealers. For as little as $5 a day, you can own a brand new Tracker and make lifelong memories of your own. Bass Pro Shops, voted America's best outdoor retailer. Save even more and support conservation when you join the club.
Well, the final few seconds of this one, 3 seconds remaining in regulation. The Lunkers on top of the Woo, 69-40. And this should be the final play of the game. Again, for the Woo, their quarterback, Oliver Bryce, dropping back. He's going to take the snap, and the clock will run out. Motion. Coming forward, Oliver Bryce dropping back, rolls to his right, now cuts back, goes back left. He's going to throw it deep, and it is caught, but dropped on the play, and that will do it. The Lunkers pick up their first win of the Arena League season, knocking off the Iowa Woo by a score of 69-40. You see the celebration on the field with the players and great sportsmanship by the two teams as they get together and share a handshake. 69-40, your final score. We're going to take a break here and bring you our final words from the Wilson Logistics Arena. This is the Arena League football on MeTV.
And then the other one for all you guys that made it out here. You can't do it without you. Now don't forget, big thank you to all the sponsors.
Thank you very much.
Hey, great job. Take care.